Before we start, we just have to point out that our reaction to the final Smash Direct was tied to the way it was structured. There's no doubt that Sakurai has more than poured his soul fully into this game that is very likely to be the magnum opus of the series. But at the same time, this direct could have been laid out better and been a little less confusing when it comes to a few of the reveals. This went in particular for the Spirits mode. That's why we ask of all of you, please watch the video until the end before giving a like or dislike, and please also be civilized in the comments as this video sure is.
With that being said, after 3 video presentations dedicated to the game, it's safe to assume that we know just about everything there is to know about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. 103 stages, 74 characters, an adventure mode, and 5 more stage and character DLCs until February 2020.
Make no mistake, Smash Ultimate is going to be the best in the series. It's going to be extremely tough moving forward to make a Smash game as ambitious as this one. I mean, how else are you going to continue fitting every single character in the Smash history? Even though Ultimate might be the best game in the franchise, will it be the best game on the Nintendo Switch by the time it launches on December 7th? We'll find out on today's episode of Inside Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
So the final direct for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate aired this morning, or afternoon for our friends in Europe. It was by far the longest Smash Direct of the bunch, clocking in at a solid 40 minutes worth of brand new information. Sakurai did not hesitate at the beginning to announce the rest of the characters on this already Ultimate roster, that being Ken, the Echo Fighter of Ryu, and a new Pokemon, Incineroar. And that was it? Out of all the characters you've chosen to announce last, you decided it would be best to select an Echo Fighter that everyone saw coming and a Pokemon? Okay, at least the Grinch leak was confirmed to be fake, but I kind of wish it was real? And that was the main problem with the Direct, a leak that made us expect too much. That and the reveals in this Direct, in particular fighter reveals, were a little clunky compared to the E3 and August Directs. Yeah, let's just get this out of the way before we go any further. Today's Super Smash Bros. Direct could be described as a little confusing. Some would even declare it unexpected. And no, we're not referring to the actual game when we say this, but messaging is everything. And this Direct made some very questionable decisions in its 40-minute runtime. Announcing Ken and Incineroar as the final characters was only the first problem. Honestly, they should have saved Simon Belmont and King K. Rool for last, because they were way more exciting character reveals than Ken and Incineroar. That and the Simon Richter Castlevania announcement would have been a perfect reveal in the aftermath of Halloween.
Then there's the curious case of the Spirits mode, which, yay, we got the name right. Is it an adventure mode like the Subspace Emissary from Brawl? Both yes and no. Rather than have trophies return in this game, they are instead replaced by PNG files, I mean spirits, which can take on the forms of many different characters from hundreds of game franchises related to Nintendo platforms, or Smash character history. Yes, even you, Shantae. These spirits will assist characters by powering them up and giving them special abilities. It looks like Sakurai tried to include as many IPs as humanly possible, though not as fighters in this instance, and that was a recipe for confusion, especially when you take out the trophy rooms. And it doesn't stop there though, because you can't equip more spirits on top of another spirit, and my god, there's so many spirits, we could hardly count. During this part of the Direct, we have to admit, we were so lost as there was a lot of information to follow, but we were also disappointed that there didn't seem to be an adventure mode to go along with this. Wait and behold, that is until we saw our trailer for the adventure mode World of Light 30 minutes later. And that brings up the question, why didn't you just show us the World of Light trailer before you went into the specifics of the Spirits mode, which the adventure mode is designed around?
Again, there were so many questionable decisions made for this Direct that caused us to scratch our heads in disbelief. Seriously, why would you save Ken and Incineroar as the last characters you announce? That makes no sense. Thankfully, Sakurai announced that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate would unsurprisingly receive DLC. Not only that, but they would be in the form of 5 packages released over time, including 1 new fighter, 1 new stage, and new music tracks. You'll be able to purchase them individually for $5.99 US or buy the Fighter's Pass for $24.99. You'll save quite a bit of money in the long run if you get the Fighter's Pass, so it seems worth it. And yeah, technically Ken and Incineroar weren't the last 2 fighters to be revealed. Sakurai said that those who pre-order Smash Ultimate will receive a bonus character in the form of Piranha Plant. That must be the biggest out-of-nowhere character reveal ever. While it's cool to see Piranha Plant as a playable fighter, it just stings looking at these new assist trophies. Shadow is back as one instead of being a fighter. Oh, and same with Isaac. And what? Springman? An assist trophy? Dang it! But quite possibly, the biggest sting of them all is Rex as a Mii costume. There are still chances Rex could make his Smash debut in the form of a DLC fighter, but if the character is already an assist trophy, no chance. Sorry Waluigi fans, and Shadow fans, and Isaac fans.
Sakurai also spent a good amount of time discussing the online features of the game, and it actually gave us a little bit more hope for the online service. It is clear that the development team is taking online much more seriously this time around, mostly because of paid Nintendo Switch Online, incorporating way more options in matchmaking as well as worldwide rankings. No longer are players restricted to just for fun or for glory matches. Even though there are no dedicated servers like we requested, the game will prioritize distance while matchmaking. That means the closer someone is to you, the more likely to be connected with them, thus ensuring a more stable online experience. Something Smash Bros has been needing badly for the past decade.
But let's make one thing abundantly clear. We are not complaining about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the game. With the exception of the assist trophies, of course. We're simply stating that this Smash Direct was the first and perhaps only misstep in the marketing of the game. 40 minutes is longer than most Nintendo Directs these days, and Sakurai had plenty of time to get us even more excited about the game a month before its launch. Instead, it didn't quite hit the mark we were hoping it would. However, did it make us any less excited for the game? Of course not! This is still going to be the ultimate Smash Bros. Experience. So what if the last Smash Direct didn't live up to our expectations? We're still going to enjoy the hell out of this game when it comes out next month. It'll be a smashing holiday season, that's for sure. And before you leave a hateful comment stating that our expectations were too high for this Direct, really think about this. After the last 2 Smash Directs that were downright incredible, can you really blame us for going in with high expectations? There is some truth to checking your expectations, true, but Sakurai downright spoiled us with the last 2 Directs. So it's only natural that some of us think that this would continue. But we're all still satisfied with what we have already received from Sakurai, and we'll be even more excited when we finally get the game in our hands on December 7th. While that may be exciting, is this going to be the Nintendo Switch's best game yet? With an insane fighter roster and large selection of stages, it surely could be. That said, it'll probably have to settle for the best Nintendo Switch game of 2018 and not all time. This isn't to discredit the game, but it's going to be a difficult feat to try and top the impact that games like Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey made last year. With that in mind, we at the Commonwealth Realm still believe that The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is still the Nintendo Switch's best game yet. Sure, Super Mario Odyssey had less flaws than Zelda, but Breath of the Wild took risks and broke many of the standard Zelda conventions to become a truly special game. For now, we'll save you the tangent, since we've only been talking about Zelda for like 4 years now.
But what do you girls and guys think? Did you enjoy the final Super Smash Bros. Direct? And do you think Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will be the best game on the Nintendo Switch thus far? Sound off in the comment section below, or feel free to tweet us at Common Realm. Other than that, we hope you enjoyed this video and understood what we thought about this Direct in a deeper context. And if you liked this video, please give a thumbs up button. And if you're new, subscribe and click that notification bell to find out when we upload another video about the Nintendo Switch, Super Smash Bros. And other Nintendo franchises. We'd also like to thank our glorious patrons, including royal producer Kenyatta Ali, for all their contributions to the realm. Visit patreon.com/commonrealm to find out how you can join the ranks in exchange for some awesome perks. Until the next video, this has been the Commonwealth Realm, and we will see you girls and guys soon.